Run the meeting. We've got a vice chair, but we can suspend the rules right in here. Committee chair can run the rules. We have two items. We've got one resolution, one bill, and we also have. Oh, that's actually. I'm glad I thought of this. We have. I have adjusted our standing agenda because the chair of this committee is also on the Traffic and Parking Commission. I wanted to be able to have agenda space to give you all the updates that we've been doing from the commission, and then I also wanted to ensure that we could periodically allow for staff reports. So your agenda will show that we have a staff report, and we are joined by Faye DeMassimo from the mayor's office this evening, and this is by request and design. So I'm going to give Faye the floor here.
Thank you all very much. But we wanted to, and you've already got yours from the last meeting. Don't tell them, right? Gotta keep the anticipation there. So just wanted to come and report to you on the results of the 11 community listening sessions and also tell you where we are in the process of the development of the transportation plan. So I know you're already aware we had 40 listening sessions with council members. We've appreciated so much the time that you all gave us, both in your communities, coming into the office and so forth. And then we've just completed the 11 community listening sessions, and you'll see on the bottom where it says March stakeholder meetings, there's also a series of stakeholder listening sessions with various groups, all kinds of different groups across the metro area that are also underway. We will be concluding those at the end of March. The online survey will also conclude at the end of March, but you'll see on this on the sheet that you have the results of where we are right now. This was as of yesterday with the online survey. There's about 1,500 or so responses, a little over 1,500 on the online survey, and then we got just over 700 I think maybe 60 or something like that on from the community listening sessions. And you can see there's some very strong trends, some very strong themes. Transit is a theme, sidewalks is a theme, and state of good repair is clearly a theme. As was pointed out last meeting, I think there's one community that perhaps had a little different, but you can see consistency across the various communities that we met in. So where we are now is we're taking all the input that we've received. We've been listening, we're taking these themes, and we're starting to look at all the projects. Remember, when we started the transportation plan, we made sure to emphasize that we're going to leverage all of the past effort plans, programs, and projects that there's been a lot of time and resources and effort put into developing. So we've got what I used to call, when I met with each of you, the stocked cupboard. Lots of projects there. We're going to be taking all this input, comparing it to things that we have that we can sort of pull out and think about and start to put together into a plan. During April and May, we will spend time really scrubbing what we call scrubbing the cost estimates, doing scope validation, so we make sure that what we're talking about conceptual in these projects is consistent, and we make sure that our cost estimates are good. We don't have anything here that's a bust. We're looking, by the way, at both capital and operating cost, so we'll be bringing all that. It's important on capital. You always need to know the operating impact. Also during the month of March, just a quick reminder, we're having an open house during the entire month of March for you all. So if anytime you want to drop by and come in and see all the results that are up on the wall, of all those post-it notes, every handwritten comment that we got, all of the responses on the big banner paper, all that'll be available and you can review. But next week, you'll get an email. It'll come out from Fabian. Every council member will get an email with a package of results, both from their district and metro. So, and so you'll have all of that. We wanted to get that to everybody at the same time. So you'll get that next week. We hope you come in March and talk to us a little further. April and May, it'll seem like we've gone a little quiet, but I promise you that's some of the hardest work we'll do. And then sometime closer to the end of May, we'll be reaching back out to you because we'll have a draft final sort of plan, a draft plan ready to look at publicly And we want to be sure that we've met with all of you all and you see it before we take it back out to the community. During the month of June, we have 5 meetings that will be planned. One is in downtown, and then the other 4 are sort of dividing Metro into quadrants, and we'll be going back out, and they'll be in completely different locations than the first meetings were. So again, we're making sure that we're touching lots of places. And we'll be giving the results back out to the community at that point, some recommendations and so forth, and saying we came and we listened. Did we hear you? What do you think? This is what we're looking at. So, and then we'll also be working during the months of April and May and leading up to June, we'll also be working on funding strategies and so forth that can also accompany what we bring back out. So it'll be kind of the here's what we're thinking about and here's how we might could do it. So all those things will be packaged together at that point.
And Faye, when did you say the online survey closes?
End of March.
End of March. Great. Well, thank you for presenting this. And basically, this is a snapshot of where we are. It'll get updated when that online survey closes.
It
Correct?
is.
Okay.
It is. That was as of yesterday, though. We actually get the snapshot every day.
Yep.
So, but, and I think those packages that you'll get next week will also be very helpful to you.
Great.
All right.
I just want to give a little bit of time just in case anybody has questions. Any questions from Mr. Massimo? Well, thank you for being here, and I will be the first to commend the administration for having individual opportunities for council members to come in both on the front end and to look at this input. It is, I think, a critical step in the diligence of making a plan that will work for everybody. My one question is, what I see on this, where you all have identified sort of the top 3 items in each part of the county. If, say, for instance, downtown and East Nashville say, hey, bikeways are critically important to us, but maybe less important for the rest of the county, will that be factored into a plan?
Absolutely. I think what you're very likely to see in the plan, I think this helps us in terms of sort of prioritization and some resourcing levels, but nonetheless, I think you can still expect a plan to have all of these in some combination in it. And it will, we've emphasized over and over again that this is a plan, this is the plan to solve for people's everyday issues. So there's a lot of everyday issues in here, but there will also still be some of those kinds of things that are innovative and creative and that future vision of where we want to go, especially probably around transit. So.
Well, thank you, and thank you for joining us this evening.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
One thing I'm noticing that is really surprising to me is that traffic calming is not as important to people as, as I'm door knocking, everybody's like, traffic calming, traffic calming, traffic calming, and then when they actually have dollars to allocate.
Even in the online, so it's not just about people showing
Right.
up to the meeting.
That's really shocking to me.
Although I wonder, some of that might, not that this makes a big mathematical difference, but safety vision 0, some of that could play into it too.
And I think we're thinking about it like that too. So again, I don't think no one should worry that because something the truth of the matter is all of these pieces are important.
Right.
We've just got to figure out the right way to put them together.
Yeah.
So we have one neighborhood, for instance, that has, traffic calming has been a priority for them, but we have multiple neighborhoods where intersection safety is the bigger issue, and I think that kind of goes into the safety and vision 0 component.
Yeah, gotcha.
And council member, if you push the link to the survey,
Right.
that's one way to make sure that everybody has a chance to be heard.
Yeah.
So that's one thing we should all remember. The survey online is still active through the end of March, so definitely don't feel like the listening has stopped.
Yeah.
And we've actually, it's been very well received. The people.
It looks like it. It's double the dollar amount than the total of all of the listening sessions combined. So
Yeah.
People like doing the dollar thing for some reason. They like spending the $20,
Yeah.
and I think I had one person at the last meeting come up and she said, I really wanted to get up to the mic and talk. I really wanted to talk at the mic, and I said, well, let me explain to you why that's not as good of an idea. I said, you come up to the mic and I said, it's so important that everyone be heard. And I said, you want to be heard, right? And she said, yes. And I said, well, think about that. I said, when you stand up at the mic, that might not be something that somebody sitting next to you is comfortable doing, or what you say might make somebody sitting on the other side of them even say, I feel a little weird about saying what I was gonna say now. I said this format, everybody gets to say everything and everybody gets to be heard. And you've got a lot of different ways to go about it. And she goes, that's a really good point. And then she got happy. So.
Well, and data versus anecdotes. Give me data anytime.
Absolutely, absolutely. All right, well, thank you all so much.
All right, we will move on to, from a chair's report standpoint, Traffic and Parking Commission will meet on Monday. I'll probably have an update for next meeting. Chair Green is continuing to kind of take us systematically through what the authority of the commission is and things that will be of interest. Ms. DeMassimo had come to, I think, our last meeting before this data was available, but just kind of outlining that, what they're going to be doing. So I think, lots of good stakeholder meetings here, and I think so far the process is off to a good start.
When you say stakeholder meetings, what do you mean by that?
So the administration is doing similarly to what they've done in one-on-ones with council. They are going to have each of these organizations on this sheet come and actually look at the plan and participate. So I think it's good. Not look at the plan, look at the data and kind of digest what they've heard so far. All right, we've got a short agenda. RS 2020-202 approves an intergovernmental agreement between the Tennessee Department of Transportation, Metro Public Works for signal maintenance for I-440 traffic operational deployment of Bluetooth Spectra power over Ethernet PoE data collection devices. Just for committee members' awareness, this has been deferred for 2 meetings at Budget and Finance, and I know also at Public Works. I think it would be sensible for us to move to defer for 2 meetings.
So moved.
All right, we've got a motion.
Second.
Got a second, and all in favor of a 2-meeting deferral, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Great. We are deferred, and we will have that back with us in 2 meetings. Then, bills on second reading. Bill 2020-193 abandons a portion of Tillman Lane right-of-way and easement from Riverside Drive to the railroad right-of-way. Let's see,
That got deferred one meeting.
It did, didn't it?
Works.
Yeah, and I think that was because of a lack of any sponsors available.
Yeah.
I think, again, reasonable to defer for 1 meeting.
So moved.
Got a motion? Second. And a second to defer 1 meeting. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Excellent. That brings us to the end of our business for today. Thank you all so much. We are adjourned.
This has been a service of the Metro Nashville Network. If you would like to see this presentation again, or for more information about this and other programs, visit nashville.org.